Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. Today we are talking about Jasmy. We're going to be running through this from a technical analysis perspective, a fundamental perspective, and looking at the exact areas that we could potentially be making money trading and buying this asset. Also, we'll be finishing the video with a very in-depth price prediction for this asset as well, so make sure you stay tuned. If you love Jasmy, make sure you slap a like on the video. It does help out the channel tremendously. Do appreciate it. And also let me know in the comment section if you've bought or traded Jasmy before. I'm super intrigued. Now, as you can see, we're starting off on the company profile. The company is based in Tokyo, and what Jasmy is, it's one of the only cryptocurrencies that actually specializes in bringing Internet of Things onto the blockchain. Now, if you don't know what Internet of Things is, let's run through that very quickly. What is Internet of Things? Okay, by connecting devices from everyday appliances like toasters, vacuum cleaners to vehicles, industrial machines and more to the internet and teaching them to communicate with each other, it is possible to basically create a data network that can be used as a form of information. Okay, to provide one example, connecting a self-driving car along with all of its cameras, radar and LiDAR sensors to other cars, road infrastructure, wearable pedestrian devices would allow unprecedented road safety and completely autonomous driving with no human intervention. For example, if a car was driving down the road and it sees a pothole, it would then be able to report that pothole onto the internet, and that information will be then transferred to the people that fix the potholes, and yeah, basically just connects everything into one sustainable network. Okay, now that is Internet of Things, and what Jasmy are doing, they're basically taking Internet of Things and they're putting it on the blockchain so it's stored in the correct way with the right security systems around it. Okay, so it's a very unique concept, and as I said, coming out of Tokyo, the creators of this, there's some founders from Sony, I do believe. Yeah, Sony Corporation, and yeah, a lot of the Sony guys are actually on this project, a digital network there. So yeah, it's got a really stacked team, very good potential here. Currently trading at a $578 million market cap, which again is super bullish here, guys. We did see all-time high market caps for this asset in this most recent move to the upside. In this most recent run, it was actually $2.45 billion, which currently, right now, is roughly, I'd say nearly a 5x. Probably, yeah, just under a 5x to where this thing could potentially be going to the all-time high market cap. Now, it is at an absolute low in comparison to the price just because of the supply distribution, but now all the supply is basically circling near enough, and yeah, now we can see a lot more better price action here in relevance to the price. So without further ado, let's get into the chart and let's really dissect what is happening right now, because we are seeing insane pumps to the upside. Now, before we do that, guys, I want to talk to you very quickly about SuperTrade. Now, SuperTrade is a prop firm platform. Now, if you don't know what prop firms is, if you don't know what prop firms are, guys, basically a prop firm is a means to obtain capital through a third party, and they basically let you trade their capital and then you have like a profit split. So what that actually means is you can pay for, say, a $100,000 account, and then you'll be trading with a $100,000 account. Any money you make on that account, you will actually you get to keep, as well as a profit split over to SuperTrade as well. Now, this can be done in various different ways. You've got instant funding, or you've got a two-phase challenge. Now, two-phase challenge, super simple. You basically just have to prove that you can make the money, prove that you can trade successfully, and then they will give you the funds. Okay, so for example, you can see here you've got a $20,000 account. The price for this is going to be 200 bucks, and what you need to do, you need to pass two phases. Once you pass the first and second phase, you'll then be refunded the full amount that you've paid for this. Okay, so the profit targets for the first phase, 8%, profit targets for the second phase, 10%. So imagine you're buying Solana at like $100 that it hit the other day, and it bangs up 10%, bang, you've passed a phase already. It's really not that hard to get funded these days, especially with these crypto moves, guys. So definitely have a little look at this, and there is rules and stuff like max drawdown, max overall drawdown, and a few other things there, but you can see overall it's a really good system that you guys should definitely go check out. This is for all different types of traders. If you're a new trader, if you're a medium trader, or you're a professional trader, a lot of professional traders do actually use prop firms now, because you can actually trade this capital without worrying too much about lose. Say if you're trading with your own $100,000, you won't be worrying that much about losing that much, right? Because if you do blow the account, you just buy another account, pass the challenge, and go again, okay? So it's basically trading with someone else's money with that security factor that you can't actually lose your own money there, okay? You're only going to lose whatever you put in to the challenge, which again, it's super, super cheap to buy a challenge. I'll leave the description, I'll leave the link to this in the description, guys, so you can go check it out. And yeah, it's really, really, really interesting here. And they've paid out a lot of people. You can get up to $100,000 accounts, quick withdrawals, advanced technologies to trade smarter on a professional grade platform, and also dedicated support, 24-hour support as well there, guys. So yeah, definitely go check it out. It's sort of a new level in trading. You can see here in the testimonial section, people are getting actually pretty juicy payouts here for trading their money, okay? So yeah, pretty good stuff. I'll leave the link in the description. That is gonna be it from SuperTrade. Let's jump back into Jasmy chart and let's really dissect where we're going with this and the potential for this asset, right? Because there is definitely areas here for us to really be profiting from. Now, let's start here on the big side, on the macro, right? So the first thing I'm going to be doing is going over to the daily sort of time frame here and dragging this trend line all the way down here, because we're getting to this sort of area here. When we do see a pump to the upside, this is going to be the resistance point, okay? Let me just get rid of a few indicators so you guys can see quite easily. So you can see this is the next resistance point. The last time that we have hit this area from previous all-time highs, I do believe. Yeah, previous all-time highs here, you can see that we have had mass resistance from this zone. Now, that basically tells us, guys, when we get to this area again, one, we've got a lovely juicy horizontal here, which is the most recent lower high for this asset. And two, there is a very, very nice big level of resistance across the board, right? So there is going to be potentially a bit of rough seas in this area, if you will. You can see this area like so. We've got another level of support there, testing it again there. So what I would say is if we do come up, we break this to the upside, there's actually a nice incremental short here for roughly around 12% here, okay? That would be super, super simple to be weighing up. But again, we need to bring up some other indicators. Let's throw some MAs in there. Let's throw the volume weighted ATR bands in there as well. And let's see what we're working with. So you can see right there, there is the daily, okay? So the daily is coming down. We will reclaim this at some point. We always do. So when we reclaim this daily, usually it means a good sign to the upside, okay? So if that is gonna happen, amazing stuff. We will also reclaim the price action channel, which is this lovely little bad boy here. And if that does come down, it's gonna look pretty perfect for a lovely pocket scenario here for the 55 coming down and the 4 hour as well. So right here is actually lining up really, really clean for a lovely bit of resistance, okay? So that basically means that this area is gonna be, if we weigh that up, roughly around like this, it's gonna be roughly around 7.88%, which is again, a super, super achievable trade here for Jasmy. And it's not just a 7.88%, guys. You've got to think, if you're 10xing this, it's gonna be a 78% on your investment here. So that's absolutely crazy from a trade perspective. So go check that out. In terms of like a risk reward scenario here, guys, I'd probably do something quite simple. This is obviously going to be the TP, but risk reward, I don't hate a 1-to-1, but you can see that that it would probably be a little bit more like so. You can see we want to be over this lower high here, and also basically we need to take into consideration here that we could actually get stopped out, okay, which is absolutely fine. Is I wouldn't say it's likely, because we do have a lot of stuff basically saying that we're going to be heading down shortly when we do hit this area. So overall, a 1-to-1 trade is completely fine here. But remember, guys, when we're taking profit, we're staggering those take profits. We need 4 take profits in this area, and basically that. Once we hit our first take profit, we take our stop loss to entry, and then we're absolutely golden, okay? And it's very, very likely we hit our first stop loss our first take profit straight away, essentially, right? Now that's the trade. Let's look at sort of a price prediction for this asset and to see where we could be going here, okay? So you can see here that we do have price predictions put in place already. So this would mean from this high, which was a $2.5 billion market cap, I would say that that we could potentially see a $10 billion market cap on this, guys. I really, really do. I think a $10 billion market cap for the Internet of Things side of things is very, very achievable. There's a lot of backing behind this asset. I'm sure you guys watching this, I know you love this coin. Make sure you let me know in the comment section about it. And you can see here that the price prediction from this current area would be 1.2K. Now, what I'm looking out for here is a bit more than that now. Obviously, we're down a significant amount since we last spoke about this, but going up to this price prediction of around 30 cents for this asset, which would be, would be a 5x from the all-time high, which would actually be a $12.5 billion market cap here. And that basically is 2,440%, which again, super achievable, but we need to be patient in the game, okay? So if you're to buy here and sell here, you're gonna make an absolute ton of cash, okay? Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. That's gonna be it from me. I'll leave the link to Super Trade in the description of the video. Go check it out. Also, let me know if you like Jasmy in the comment section. Drop a little like on it as well. Thank you ever so much for watching. Peace out for now, and I'll see you in the next one.